guys, and welcome to today's Alakazam Live. If you've got any questions you want to ask us about anything, drop them in the chat, and thank you for joining us on both Facebook and YouTube. Any questions, drop them in the chat. I'm joined as always by my co-host, the amazing Mr. Wayne Goodman. Hello, Mr. Goodman.
Hello.
Look at you lounging about.
I know, I'm down in London. I'm down in London again. I'm at Tracy's. She's at work, so I'm just chilling on the TV. But yeah, I haven't got the studio here, so no curtains here today. Just me and the lovely Sue.
Hiya, Sue.
Hello.
Look at you both all chilled out.
That's Sue. That's Tracy's mum. Tracy's going to love that, by the way. I'm sure we're going to get a message pop up in a minute. And we're watching it. We're watching it live on the TV as well. Although there is a small delay, so there's a 10-second delay between when we speak and when it goes out onto the thing. So let me just move that there so I can get that there. Hold on.
Roy Smith says, "Happy Resignation Day to him."
Has he quit his job?
Roy, more information. Also, we've got quite a few people joining us. Colin Jones says, "Hi, Sue." Tracy says, "Hello, Mum." We've got quite a few people joining us. We've got Martin Marvel joining us.
Well, did you see what he did yesterday?
No, I didn't. I saw the post and I was in a meeting, so I couldn't listen to it.
It's a radio show, so you can listen to it now.
Right.
If you go, well, Tracy told me the easiest way actually. If you've got an Alexa, I don't want to say it too loud because it'll set it off. But if you say Alexa and then say play 10 to the top, Radio 2, it should bring up, or you can go onto the Radio 2 website or the app, and you can listen to the last, I think there's about 50 on there, but you want the one from yesterday, which features in the description, it does say magician Martin Pierce, who, I don't want to spoil it if you want to listen to it, but yeah, it's well worth listening to. It's a very quick thing, might only have about 10 minutes, if that, and he does talks a bit, and then he does the quiz, and he did really well. I'm very proud of him.
He's a very clever cookie, is Martin.
He is. When we were going up to do Visualize, from the get-go, I was like, I want movies. If movies comes up, that's the thing that I'm good with. Apparently not, but that was my chosen subject. But Martin was pretty much like, so everyone went, what they want to do, and I was like me. And then Martin was going, well, if it's pop music, I'll do that. If it's this and that, and he really is. He's very, very knowledgeable on trivia and on specific subjects. He's very, very knowledgeable. Yeah. If you're ever having a pub quiz and you want someone on your team, Martin is the man.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not the man you want on your team.
Do you know what I imagine with you, Pete? Do you remember the in-betweeners when they're in the pub and they're going, Lee Sharp, it's Lee Sharp, it's Lee Sharp, yeah. It's Lee Sharp. Yeah. And then he goes, oh no, it's Birmingham City. Oh right, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely like that. Right, let's see what's happening here. So Roy Smith says he's jacked in his day job. So happy resignation, Roy, and I hope you find loads of exciting things to do. Archie Cox Magic says, I'm hoping to come down to the shop at some point this summer. Are you, Harry and Andy usually all in there? I'd love to see you all. We are. I'm not in every day, but if you let us know when you're coming down, if I'm about, I'll come in. But the boys are usually there. Harry's usually there, unless we're away on conventions. And talking about going away on a convention, on Thursday, myself and Harry are flying off to Las Vegas to Magic Live. So if you're going to Magic Live, let us know in the chat. But I'm really looking forward to meeting some of our American Alaka fam.
Now that does mean that you're out of the country for the next week, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there will be no live next Tuesday.
No, we got, it's sort of a bit of a, we don't have a lot of spare time there. We get there on Thursday, And then Friday, actually, we've got, I think we're going a day early this year because usually we only have 1 day free. So I think we've got 2 days to ourselves. Then the convention starts. So we set up on 1 day, then the convention starts at 5 and goes on till 11 at night. Then, so we do that. And then the Monday, it's sort of 9 to 5 or something. Tuesday 9 to 5, and then the Wednesday or Thursday it's sort of 9 till 2, and then we tear everything down, and then the next day we fly home in the afternoon. So we don't have a lot of spare time there, but we usually, you know, end up having meetings with people. If you are going, you got an idea for a trick and you want to show us, by all means come up and show us. We're hopefully filming bits for a trailer for a new release while we're over there in Vegas as well, because the artist of that, or the creator of that product, is going to be there, so we're going to try and get together and film some trailer footage. Oh, thank you very much. We've got Turkish Cypriot Guna 1970 said, keep up the great work, Peter and family and the team there. There is no better shop and customer service anywhere. Thank you so much.
Whereabouts? That's Turkish. Is that someone from Turkey? Are they in Turkey right now?
I think they're in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what else is happening. Oh, Tim Grant said he'll be there. Tim, make sure you come over and say hello. Oh, someone said I'm a bit low in volume. We can't have any of that. Is that better?
I think you did go up a little bit for me there.
Cool, okay. So there was a few people actually, Wayne, saying they were happy with the first announcement for the convention.
Yes, that went live earlier on today, didn't it?
Yeah, so shall we play the video?
Yeah, let's play the video.
Here we go.
Hello, you amazing human beings. Mark Spellman here to tell you about something I'm so excited about for 2026, and that is the inaugural Alakazam Magic convention in Ashford. Half an hour from London and a short journey from most European countries. Come and join us at what will be an incredible day. For all of you that already know about Alakazam, what I'm going to say will be no surprise, but for those of you that haven't had a chance to meet the team in person, it is like a family. This is going to be an intimate gathering. Tickets are limited, but it is going to be the most incredible day. I will be lecturing, and I don't lecture half as much as I used to, and it's all new material and some things that I've kind of held on to for a while that I've not even done in previous lectures, that I'm kind of ready to let go, ready to let them fly and for you to enjoy them. But equally, I'll be performing my one-man show in the gala show, which has never been seen before. It's completely new, completely different. It's the stuff that I do for real corporate clients and also private events as well. So get your tickets. It's an amazing venue. I've seen the venue itself. It is super modern, super contemporary, hotel nearby. Come over and stay the night before. We're going to have jam sessions, brainstorming sessions, a few drinks maybe. We'll see how it goes. But ultimately, we're going to have the best time. Tickets are limited. Get them now so that you can say, I was there. The first one, I was there. Get your tickets now. See you soon.
It's going to be great, isn't it?
It is very good. Yeah, very exciting. And Spellman, what a name to kick it off with as well.
Yeah, so we will be dropping another name when we're back. So they're all booked. Everyone was booked before we announced the convention. So we know what's going on with regards to lectures and show. I've got a meeting with the venue this afternoon actually at 3:30 because we are either almost out of tickets, and when I say almost out, I would say less than a dozen left, or we are out. I am going to know at 3:30 because one thing I forgot was we need chairs in the theatre as well. So, yeah.
Well, I don't.
Oh no, you don't. Actually, no. I need to speak to you about that because, yeah, I need to speak to you about that, about the artists and stuff like that. So we'll have a brief chat after this. But yeah, it's going to be great. So we're going to be dropping more names soon. Now, the convention is a one-day convention. It's happening on Saturday the 9th. But we will be at the venue on Friday evening, and something will be going on Friday evening. Now, it could be a ticketed event. It may not be. It may just be that we're all there jamming and just having some drinks and everything else. But if you are turning up on the Friday, there will be something to do, whether it's come in and chat with us and, you know, joining the fun, or whether we hold a ticketed event or something like that, or a non-ticketed event, we don't know. But something will be happening on the Friday if you're turning up early. And also the Sunday, if you're planning on staying over and haven't visited the shop, we will be open from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock, and the shop is only about a 5-minute drive from the venue.
It's about 2 miles from the venue. It's not far at all.
Yeah. So it's going to be a weekend. If you want to make a weekend of it, it's going to be a weekend. You can come down, and there's a one of those coffee vans that comes round here. So I'm going to say to them about, you know, maybe coming round on the Sunday as well. So you can grab a coffee and stuff like that. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. And it's been a long time coming. We've been talking about it for years.
It has been. It's always been that. I mean, at the beginning of the advert, when it comes up with those people saying, when are you going to do a convention? That is what it's like, isn't it? It's constant.
Yeah.
You can do a convention. There has been years and years of discussion.
Archie Cox said he'll be here on Friday night until Sunday. Brilliant.
Nice. Where's Archie Cox? Where are you based, Archie?
Yeah, let us know. Colin Jones, I'll be there on the Friday. Oh, Barry Gibbs said unexpected delivery. What a fantastic app. So funny. It honestly, it is so good. So good.
So I did. What did I do last week? I did a corporate gig on Friday for a company. I did a wedding on Saturday, and I did a old folks show in a old folks care home outdoors for on Sunday, and I must have done it 10 times at each gig. It's one of my two tricks now. Absolutely fantastic. Unexpected delivery is amazing, and if you haven't checked it out, I know it's an app. I know some people don't like apps. It doesn't look like an app. It doesn't act like an app. It's very clean and honest, and it just fires the audience. They love it. The reactions I'm getting.
I'm not really an app guy by any means. I only use a couple of apps, and the apps I use don't feel like I'm using apps, if that makes sense. But this is actually, I've got a performance of Unexpected Delivery for anyone that doesn't know it. Steve Middlemiss said, where can we get tickets from for the convention? Let me show you. Bear me 1 second, Wayne.
That is if there are any available.
So, bear with us 1 second, Wayne. Right, so if you go onto our website, scroll down a little bit, down here, and there it is, right there, front and centre of our website, and you can go grab your tickets in there. And Danny put a link in the chat as well. Thank you, Danny. And Jamie did as well. Jamie's joining us as well. Hello, Mr. Dawes. Yeah, so you can grab them there. I've got a little performance of Unexpected Delivery. Should we take a look?
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Okie dokes. I cannot get my mind around how it works. Ooh. All right. First things first, we're going to give this deck of cards a shuffle. And now you're going to reach in. Actually, you give them a shuffle. Give them a really good mix-up.
Can I do that sort of shuffle?
You can do whatever shuffle you like. Just give them a really good mix. And do whatever you like. You happy with these?
Yes.
Okay. Now take out any card you like. Don't let me see it. Got one? Mm-hmm. But show the camera. Yeah?
Done that, yeah.
And pop it back into the pack. So I'm not going to try and find your card. We're going to use something else for it. In fact, let me just show you. The cards are all different, okay?
Let me check. Yes.
Yep, okay. This is what I want to show you. Mm-hmm. Over here, we've got a mind reading app. Can you see it there?
Yep.
This little one. If we click on that, you see it's going to come up with this little app, and it says how many times did the spectator shuffle the deck. Now, actually, you need to shuffle them a few times now as well, but remember how many times you shuffle.
Well,
so
I done it twice a minute ago.
Okay, twice a minute ago, you're going to shuffle them again. Now, this is crazy, because that card is somewhere in this deck. You chose it, you put it back, you've shuffled them, I've done nothing. How many times?
10 times.
10 times. So all we have to do is put in 10,
okay.
submit, and it's thinking. So what's going to happen is this is going to tell us what your card is and where. Just keep it rolling. This won't be a minute.
Oh, that might be some stuff for the wedding.
Well, let's have a look. Hello, mate.
I was expecting.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. Got a delivery for you.
What is
Is it for you? Who's it for? Who's it addressed to, mate?
I'm not sure. It's got no name on it.
Oh, it might be that. Can you show me what it is?
Yeah, of course. It's only that.
No.
Oh, the free, is that yours? Oh, mate, that's my wife. Shove it through the letterbox for us.
I thought it was stuff for the wedding.
Brilliant. Top man. Thanks, buddy. Have a good day. Oh, that's cool. Was it a free of art?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be at home waiting for you.
Is that actually our delivery man?
Yeah. Such a good trick. Such a good
great.
trick. So let's see what else is happening here. Martin Marvel said, Wayne showed me Unexpected Delivery before it was on the market. Genius thinking, very original. It really is. It's so good. And I was saying this, we've done this on the review show the other day, and it's one of those effects that shocked me. When Wayne first showed it to me, I thought, that's cute. That's, you know, it's funny. It's a nice gag. And that's all I thought of it. I'll be honest, I thought it's a nice gag. It's a nice little gag reveal. And then I started performing it, and the reactions are completely different to what I expected. Because it's not coming across to them as a gag. You know, I truly think they believe that is someone at my door.
Yep. Well, Jenny did.
Yeah, Jenny did, Taylor did. I've got another video of me, I don't think it's been separated, but I think it's on the review show, of me doing it to Taylor, Harry's girlfriend. And Harry was outside at the time speaking to Taylor's mum, and when Taylor went out, she was going to Harry, that's probably the best trick I've ever seen. She honestly believed that was someone at our door. It's incredible. I don't know, and it makes me realise actually how the way we view what we perform is different to the way a lay person views what we're performing. We can get very jaded. I know I can. When I'm performing magic, I can get very jaded and sort of think, it's okay. I'll just do this or whatever. But the reaction on the spectator is different. You know, I think when you've been doing magic for a while, you tend to forget how powerful simpler bits actually are. Because when you're out performing, a lot of the stuff you do is simple stuff, not being rude, but you do...
I talk about this in my lecture. I can do sleight of hand, but I very rarely use... I mean, I use a classic force all the time, my top change, and a couple of sleights from sponge balls, but by and large, everything I'm doing is simple because I don't want the pressure. I want to be able to think about the jokes I'm going to do or the gags I'm going to be pulling out.
And I know... When we've done, like, when we've had the Christmas party, not the online one, when we have our sort of works Christmas do, if I walk outside, you'll be out there doing magic to people, and it's mainly just, a lot of the time, reveals and different reveals, you know, and making those sort of things fun. And that's, when you look down to it, 90% of what we do is an entertaining reveal. Isn't it? Really,
I think magic comes into two categories here. You've got tricks where the setup is very important to what you're doing and is very entertaining. But yeah, I think 99% of the magic that we do, the stuff that really resonates with spectators, is a good reveal.
Yeah,
and that's where the pressure comes in to then make sure that the setup for the reveal is entertaining. Otherwise, you're going to lose them before you get to the reveal. You know, and that's why I use so much gags and comedy, because I want to cover that process that we go through, so that when we get to the reveal, it's a nice moment they're going to remember. Because ultimately, that's all they're going to remember. Oh, he pulled the card out. Oh, it was in my pocket. Oh, the name of the card was written on the pen. Oh, the card was the pen. It's all very nice now, but it's the reveal is the bit that they're going to remember.
No, quite right. There's a question here actually, and we can both answer this. So this is from David. He said it's his first gig on Friday. What's your best tip? I'm so nervous. I was going to open with big reaction. Is that a good one to open with?
Well, first of all, before I need a bit more information here. Is it a stand-up gig or is it a close-up gig? I'm presuming it's a close-up gig.
That's what I was going to ask. Tables or mix and mingle? Let us know what the scenario is, David.
I'm going to be honest with you though, whichever, for this situation, stand-up or tables, I think big reaction is a good one to open with. You're encouraging them to join, encouraging them to... I do a little bit of a gag with mine. I before I bring the cards out, I say, I've got a deck of cards here, and on each of the back of the cards, I've written something. So it might say, cheer, clap, scream, go crazy. But then ultimately it might say, boo, hiss, or slap the magician, in which case I want you all to do it with gusto. And so I'm kind of setting them up that they're going to do something, and they laugh when I say slap the magician. I go, oh, I've made a mistake. These are all boo cards, except for one card here, which is your card. And so it kind of builds up. It looks like I made a mistake and I'm going to get booed or slapped or whatever. And then I haven't. So, but that's a great one to open with.
Yeah, it is. That was, it was Andy Nyman's opener at tables. And it's a brilliant one to do, because you're going to get them in the mood to clap and cheer. Once they've done it, what you tend to find with, well, I say UK audiences because it is, we're a little bit more reserved, but people do react to magic. They do. Whether, you know, in America they'll pull their hair out and they'll run everywhere, and you get massive reactions. Chances are you won't get that sort of level of reactions, because that's not what British people do. but you will get the laughs, you will get the claps, you will get that sort of amazement. And saying you're nervous as well, I must admit, even now, if I'm going out to do a gig, which isn't that often, or I'm just asked to perform, until I do that first trick, I am still nervous. I know you don't feel it, Wayne, but I
No,
still
but
do.
I do and I don't. I do and I don't. I mean, I have no. I mean, I've done this now 40 years now. So if someone says to me, "Do a trick," there's no qualms there. There's no, burn to get up and I do it. But I've made that. That's been my profession for 40 years almost.
Yeah.
Since I was a teenager. So it is one of those. One of those things, yeah. But I do still get, like, I've got a show on, I think it's Monday. It's either Monday coming or the Monday after. I've been booked for another 3 actually shows for Japanese students, and so this is something that's for me is a little bit outside. I love them. Don't get me wrong, right? These are great shows, and I love doing them, but they are outside my comfort zone because I only speak a little tiny bit of Japanese, and by that I mean a few phrases. That's it. Konnichiwa, genki desu. I can count. I can say a few other bits as well, but not a lot of Japanese. So I'm a personality who uses a lot of talking, a lot of jokes, and so I've got to pull that back in because they're not going to get the jokes when I do a joke about Uncle Ben or whatever. They're not going to get that gag. So I've got to make sure my comedy is visual, make sure it's funny, make sure the tricks are still entertaining, make sure they're simple enough that they can understand what I'm doing for them. There's a lot going on here that the dynamic has shifted. So I do get nervous about. Because obviously I want the show to go down well.
Yeah.
What I would say, and it's really important, is it's good that you're nervous because it means you care. It means you want to do a good show and you want it to go well, obviously. But yeah, as soon as you get out there, relax, breathe. Don't have a shot or anything before you go on there because that's not going to help.
No.
Keep your head clear, breathe, relax, and when you go out there, more than anything else that you do, enjoy it. Because if you're too tense or stressed about what you're doing, you're not going to enjoy it and you're going to hate it. And if they don't clap, don't worry. I got, when I first in Trilogy Extreme, or Trilogy as it was back then, I used to get very disheartened because I never got a reaction from it. Or I didn't think I got a reaction from it. There was never a spontaneous. I thought it was the best trick in the world, which I still do. Like, why am I not getting applause? And then I realised it takes the audience a few moments to realise what's happened. And it takes a few moments for their brains to engage and go, literally stunned silence. And then they clap.
Yeah, and that's a good, all sorts of reactions. Every bit of magic you do is going to get a different reaction from an audience. Some of it's visual and it gets that shock reaction. But a lot of tricks you do, something like Trilogy, doesn't get that. It's up here. It's a different thing. But Wayne said a key thing there. I think the biggest tip we can give you is enjoy yourself. Because if you enjoy yourself, they'll enjoy themselves, and communicate with them. If you watch...
That's the thing with Big Finish. It's a great opener because you're encouraging them to clap right at the very beginning. You're telling them, okay to clap. And once they've got the clapping in mindset, when you do your next trick, after that one, big reaction, whatever trick you do, and then you can go, ta-da, and they'll clap.
And the other good thing about it is you're getting multiple people involved on the table, which is always good. You can approach the table and say, look, I'm going to start this off with the hardest trick I do. And then everyone's paying attention. You get the people to make the decisions. You bring the deck out. You go through. Everyone's going to go crazy. I think that's a really good choice. And do you know what? I think once you've done this gig as well, you'll be buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I think the only way some people are just uber confident anyway. Whatever they do, they just don't care, they'll do it. But most mere mortals do get nervous. And I think the way that goes is to do gigs, but do them regularly. If you do one gig every 6 months, it's still great, but you probably it's still going to feel, each time you do it, it's going to feel like a new experience. If you do magic every week like you do, Wayne, then it becomes more of, it's my job, it's what I do. I just go out there and I do it. And it's, you know, it is a different thing. But yeah, just go out there and enjoy yourself, and make sure you join us on our next live. It won't be next week, the week after, and let us know how it goes. And if you want any tips, give us a call in the shop and we'll gladly help. But Big Reaction, I think, is a great one to start with. Great one.
Can I do a shameless plug? If anybody is out there and they are nervous or worried about, you know, being you know, that hitting you, affecting you, I do have a book and a PDF available called Fear Less, with an excellent introduction by Simon Lipkin. So yeah, drop me a message. I think I've only got the downloaded version at the moment. I'm out of stock of the printed until more come in. But if you're interested, drop me a message and I'll send you a link.
Yeah, and it's a great book. It is a good book.
Thank you.
Tim Ward said, Peter, were you using a mark deck for the delivery trick? No, I was not. It's I have fooled so many magicians with that handling because they just don't know, because I do it with a borrowed deck as well. It's probably the oldest method, or the first method you ever learned. But I think I'll film it and just send it to everyone that's got unexpected delivery. Because there are, it's super simple, but I'll film it. I'll try and film it tomorrow when Jamie's down, and then we'll send it to everyone that owns unexpected delivery. But yeah, they shuffle the deck, they take the card out, the card's put back, and we're there. So I don't have to, there's no markings or anything. Colin Jones said Fearless is a fantastic book. Nia said Fearless is a fantastic book.
Oh, thank you.
Danny Rags put a link to Fearless on our website. So we've got it as an ebook as well, on your website, sorry.
We can put it onto the Alakazam site as an ebook if you want. We can do that after the show.
Yeah. Turkish Cypriot Guna 1970 said, if you're just starting out performing for if you're just starting out, perform for family every week. This will help. It's true. The more performing you do, the better it will become. Not only will your tricks become better, the way you perform them will become better, but you'll just feel more confident. And it's a really good tip.
What? Your family will unintentionally, though, they'll learn a few secrets here and there, and if you can show them something and get it past them, then that's always my measure. Because if I could show my mum something and her not know how it's done, it was ready to show it to proper people.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of methods, and So
yeah, 100%. Magic Man, this is a good point as well. Being confident and pretending to be confident are the same thing in the eyes of the audience. And I know that's true because in general, I'm not a confident or loud person. So if I'm in a party, my voice is not the one you're going to hear unless I'm performing. And for me, when I'm out performing, it is a character. It's, and we've said this before, we've discussed it before, it's just a more confident me. I don't put on a voice, I'm not, I'm not a different character. You would just think, oh, it's Peter, he's a bit loud. But it is a character. I fall into a confident character.
The way I always describe it now, me and my friend Paul always had this argument about, because I was on all the time and he was like, oh, you should turn it off when you come off stage. And I'm like, well, you're supposed to be yourself on stage. And we had this semi-argument going on about it for years. And we both, through age and experience, come to realise that we're both right. and who I am when I'm performing is me. You know, I do just slip into it, but it's an exaggerated version of me.
Yeah,
So when I'm sat at the table in your kitchen, Pete, and I'm cracking a few jokes, it's different to when I'm up on stage and
yeah,
I'm cracking a few jokes. You know, it's yeah, it's a different thing. But yeah,
yeah,
don't be scared to. And what's lovely about that is if you keep yourself grounded and you exaggerate yourself out a little bit, is as your confidence grows, you can exaggerate it a bit more. And you might go, do you know what? I like the way Wayne does 5 million jokes a minute. I'm going to try and go for that. And if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you just pull it back in again and go in a different direction. You know, you can mold yourself any way you want to be.
yeah,
And as a performer, it gives you license to, you know, to be a bit. If you decide, you know what, I want to be a bit wacky or whatever, yeah, go for it. Or if you decide, you know, my personality to be this, then you can be.
yeah. So David said, actually, David, let us know in your set, 'cause he's just told me the second trick, which we'll talk about now, that he's planning on doing. Let us know how, if you know the event, how many people are going. If you know how many tables, let us know. And then also list out the routines you're going to do in the set, and we'll sort of discuss them. So David was saying the second trick that he was planning to do was get smarty. Or would you do that as the closer on the table? Now, get smarty would be great second or as a closer. What I would try to do, and I don't know if you can, because I don't know if there's anything else you know that you could do it with, but if I was going to do get smarty, I would most probably do ring on rope, like finger ring on rope as my second trick, and then at the end of it where they're holding the rope and everything else, the ring vanishes and I say, oh, that's gone. But don't worry, you know, if we don't find it later, you can have these. And you put them down on the table, that's now loaded. Now you do your other tricks and then you come to your final reveal at the end. I always like, when doing effects like Get Smarty or, you know, ringing Nesta boxes or whatever, I like a bit of time delay. You don't have to have it.
I think it's essential to it.
Yeah.
Especially something like Smarty. If you can bring out the packet of sweets and put them on the table and then do something else and then come back to the packet of sweets, those spectators, every single one of them, will think and remember you put that tube of Smarties down before you even started.
Yeah.
How can you put that ring into the box when that was down before you even started performing? It
Yeah.
wasn't, but they will remember it that way. And you don't have to say anything. You don't have to make any point about that. They will just do that. And you would have people going, how the hell did you do that? They were on the table the whole time. Well, they
Yeah.
weren't. In their heads they were. And it's all because of that time delay. A lot of magicians make the mistake of reiterating, and they'll go, oh, don't forget, I put this down at the very beginning of my set. You don't want to do that because some people go, no, you didn't. You got it out halfway through. So you don't need it. It's overselling it. Just leave it alone. Just bring it out, put it down. And at the end go, right, oh, do you remember I said you could have these if I didn't find your ring? Well, actually, and then go into the reveal. And that will be a lot stronger if you can add that thing in there. The other thing I would say as well is personally myself, I would do Get Smarty as the third or last trick. My second trick, whenever I'm performing, after I've done an opener, my second trick, I want it to be not a long trick, but quite quick and snappy. So I keep their attention so they know the good stuff is coming. So you've got them now with the applause trick on the first one. And now I'm going to do something very, very quick and snappy and showy. And then I'm going to go into something with a bit more substance to it to head towards the end. So yeah, things like what you just said there, the ring on the string or the ring on the velvet cord, the ring on rope, the close-up version would be an excellent one to do in the second one because there's a lot of magic happening there, very quick succession.
Yeah.
And then you can get, you know, then you can load it, do something else, and then at the end do your big reveal.
Yeah. So David's given me a list. He's given us a list here of stuff he's going to do. So the first thing he says is there's 10 tables. So let us know how long you've been booked for as well, David. Now, he's got a few selections here, because usually if you're going to hit tables, what you're listing out here is far too much, right? But that's far too much for one table in one go. Realistically speaking, you're going to do 3-4 tricks maybe at the table.
How long is he there for?
I've just asked him that. So let us know how long you're booked for, David, because there's a few tips actually that we will give you in a moment about performing. Now also, let us know, is this a restaurant? Is it a company do? Are they eating? Because
children there?
yeah, because there's a few things that will make your life a bit easier as well. But my rule when I was performing is I will only introduce a second deck of cards if there's a reason for it. So I wouldn't put one red bicycle deck away and say, let me show you another trick, and then get out another red bicycle deck. You could easily go from Big Reaction to another deck because Big Reaction's got words on the back and everything else. So there's a justification for bringing it in. Or if you were going to do Imagine, and Imagine's one of the effects on his list. But I wouldn't want to do 4 or 5 tricks, each trick using a different deck. I don't, for me personally, I don't feel that feels professional in one set to do one trick, swap decks, do another trick, swap decks, do another trick. So with some of these other bits that you have, like double cross, Imagine, the Omni deck. So I would choose, I probably wouldn't do Eliminator round tables, personally.
No, there's not enough room on the table.
I don't think there's enough room. I think your reset is too long, so scratch that off your list. That's Eliminator's more of a parlour, or you take it with you because there is that time after you've done the tables where you might be mingling in the bar and someone goes, oh, would you mind showing us something else? Absolutely perfect for that because it's a little bit bigger.
Omni deck is more of an ending, so yeah, stick that in your pocket if you want to end with the Omni deck. I wouldn't do it as a standalone thing. I'd have it at the end of another routine.
Yeah.
When you finish, switch it to the Omni deck.
I
I don't know X spot.
You don't know which one?
X marks the spot.
It's Chicago Opener.
Oh, okay.
Chicago Opener was something I used to start. That was my second trick. So I used to start with something bigger up here, then move on to Chicago Opener. Chicago Opener or X marks the spot is a solid trick.
Just out of interest, David, do you have anything like confusing coins? There's a couple of things that I have on me all the time. I always do some coins anyway, and sponge balls. Sponge balls, another great one with a great course on Unlimited.
And tricks.
The ladies, not being sexist, but the ladies love that. It's a great
and
moment
the good thing is, sorry to interrupt, but the good thing is with throwing in something like sponge balls, a coin trick, and everything else, it allows you for an invisible deck switch.
Yeah.
You know, it just breaks things up. So Dave said, I mean, Dave, honestly, David, you're going to have an easy one. He's got 1 hour, 10 tables, and it's a birthday party. So you're probably going to do 5-6 minutes per table, and then if you've got time at the end, you can go round and do it. So that's probably 2 to 3 tricks per table.
Yeah.
Open coins, I'm still learning sponge. He's still learning sponge balls from your course on Unlimited. He has hopping halves, which is a great one.
Yeah, I would throw that in there because that's a great one to do, especially if you get to a table and you've got a couple of people stood up at the table, except you can get them involved with it. It's a great one to do, and it breaks up. It's not all cards. Something with the coins, something with the sponges, even just part of routine is going to really mix it up, and really make it a lot more impactful rather than oh yeah, great, he just did card tricks. People remember things they like. Another great one to get, and it's not any money at all. The Amazing Magic range has got the Professor's Nightmare with the 3 ropes.
Yeah.
It's very easy to learn. My ones, I literally scrunch them up and put them in my back pocket of my trousers. So if I do sit down, they don't get damaged. But I use them all the time, especially if you get to a table and they're eating. Now, I don't do magic while they're doing the main course, but I do during the starters and dessert. So if I got to a table during starters and dessert and say, guys, I've only got a little while to get around every table, I'm going to do a quick couple of tricks for you while you're eating, but I'm going to do something that happens in my hands. So you can watch it and enjoy your food at the same time and check this out. And then I do Professor's Nightmare or I do a bill switch. Either way, it's very visual, it's very impactful, gets a nice reaction, and there's automatic cue points in there, cue applause points in there, so you can get the applause. And then you're not stopping their meeting or annoying them, and you're getting the work done. So Professor's Nightmare or bill switch, great to do in the. Another thing as well, very quickly, if you're going to do a bill, if anyone's going to do a bill switch, I've always done it. I borrow a note, and people still do have notes on them if you can get them, and I change it into $1 or into €1 or something else, so they don't ask to keep it, and they want their money back. So I'll take a £20 note, I'll turn it into a $1, and you get that lovely moment where I then say, "Do you want to see it again? Oh, give me another 20," and then I fold it back up again and turn it back into a £20 note and give it to them. And it's just a really nice, and again, it happens in my hands. I'm not stopping them eating. I'm not interrupting them at all. They can watch it and enjoy it, and it gets a good reaction.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to go over to the other table in a moment because I'm going to speak about an effect that I know is one of Wayne's favourites. So we're going to speak about that, and it's just come back into stock. We haven't had stock for a long while. They've just come back in. So I'm going to show you about that. But David said, Peter, would you do the E2? Yes, I would do the E2, but it depends what my set is. So I would have to have a reason to do the E2, whether I'm using it to do a card in wallet, or it's going to be the end of the ambitious, or it's going to be a card in shoe, or whatever it is. So I would know what the effect is that I'm going to put in to the routine. The beautiful thing about the E2 is the fact that you can get out, you can do X marks the spot, you can do whatever you want to do, and then you can ring in the E2. So while you're still halfway through your ambitious card, you've now rung in sort of the E2 as the, where you're going to go. So you can hit them with this really killer kicker. But it's just knowing what routine you're going to do. But I would say, look at the effects that you do, split them into sort of sets of 2 or 3, but try and vary what you're doing. Try and vary. So you've got a bit of a mixture in there. So, it's not hard to do. You'll pick it up in no time. But but an hour, you're only going to do 5-6 minutes a table, get round all the tables. The important thing is get as many people to see magic as possible.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. So, and you will hit a table that are really up for it, and you want to do that. Oh, these are so much fun. I'll just show them another one. I'll show them another one. Try and get out of that mindset. Do your free and say, look, guys, you have been so much fun. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go around, do some more tables, but I'll be back. And because you really want as many people, especially if you're doing a corporate or doing something for a company, because they get feedback. And what you don't want is, we had a lot of people complaining they didn't get to see the magician.
You don't. That's the one thing you don't want, is that we didn't get to see the magician. I would say this as well. If you get around all the tables and you've got 10-15 minutes left, there's always going to be a bar there, and there's going to be people at the bar. Go over and do something at the bar for people. Yeah. You've got a big crowd of people there. They might have missed it because they might have been at the bar for a while or whatever. but you'll normally find a good crowd by the bar. So when you've done the table, if you've got 10 minutes left over and you don't want to go back to any specific table, head over to the bar and see those people.
Yeah, 100%. Right, let me just, right, I set this up wrong, but it doesn't matter. You're going to be looking at a blank screen here and me over there. So, let's have a look at this, because this, Wayne, is one of your favourite tricks to perform.
It is, and when you told me that it was back in stock, I was so happy. It is genuinely one of those tricks that, and you know the crazy thing, there was two versions. There's the movie version and this version, and I was so excited about one, and then I used the other one more than I ever thought I would because I think it's just so strong.
Yeah.
It's such a great trick. It's such a great reveal. It's such a great bit of magic. And it's got a couple of moments of magic in it. First of all, you read their mind, and then you hit them with a kicker that is just impossible. And it's just, yeah, if you don't know this trick, you are in for a treat here because it is beautiful.
So basically it looks like a deck of cards you would pick up from a souvenir shop, you know, the tourist shops, souvenirs. So it's a deck of cards. Let me just take these other bits out. So it's a deck of cards with all the cards are actually there, and each card has got a different location on it, okay, a little different destination. So the way I perform the effect is at the beginning I get them to cut the deck and we mark where they cut. Now I talk to them about, you know, have you got a favourite destination? If you were going on holiday, where would you go? And sometimes I ask them to think of somewhere, if they could go away for a long weekend, anywhere in the world, think about where they'd like to go. We're going to see if we can make a weird coincidence happen. Okay? And I did this on Jenny, actually. We've just put it up. And she thought of one of the four, which gives you that nice little bonus. So I say to them, just think about it, get somewhere in your mind. Now, you cut these anywhere and you cut to these cards. So do me a favour, pick them up and let's see if the place you were thinking of is there. Now, if I've got my assassin on me, I would usually get them to write down where they're going to go because I could peek that. So if it wasn't one of these, then I've got another reveal. Now, if they look at these, and let's have a look at these four cards. We've got Pisa, we've got Paris, Pisa, Paris, London, New York. So
Newark.
And Newark. So if we were doing this without an assassin, let's say they were thinking of going to, I don't know, Madrid. I say, is it there? No. Okay, well, imagine you're going to go to one of these places and I just brush it off. If I've got the assassin and I've peeked it's Madrid, I know it's not going to be here anyway, right? So then you don't apparently know what these four are. You ask them to think of any one of them and you don't get them to think of one. Oh yeah, you get them to think of any one of them and put it in front of them. And the other three, they just discard face down on the table, okay? But now at this point, you know which one they've got. So you can read their mind, which is great.
Yep.
But more than that, you can actually show a prediction of their
So
card.
let's say they chose. Let's say I chose Paris, Pete.
Paris, I've got to remember what way I'm going now.
That slays an audience. When you spread the deck along like that, that absolutely kills because they're not. It's a kick in the teeth to them. They're not expecting it.
No. So imagine that if I was saying, now you're thinking of something, just concentrate on it for me, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're thinking of Paris, the Eiffel Tower, boom, bang. You know, if they're thinking of New York,
Statue of Liberty.
If they're thinking of London, you've got Big Ben. Sorry, I overstretched that a bit. Let's do it this way. Big Ben. And if they're thinking of Pisa in Italy, you've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, this deck is incredible. And when you look at the backs, you would never think, you know, the amount of work that Gary put into this deck, it is just brilliant. And that is such a killer visual reveal. So how do you do it, Wayne?
Sue just went, that's really good. So I do the same. I actually I love doing tricks about destinations. So I use my stealth by getting to write down their favourite place they can go to. I use executive with suite, and I've got gags for all the places on there. And I use this as well. So I haven't used it for a little while because my cards were getting worn out, and I didn't want to ruin them completely. So that's another reason why I'm very excited it's back in stock, because I can get a couple and stick them back in my case. So I've always got some on me. I do it pretty much the same way. I bring out I have them cut the cards. They choose the 4 cards. I get them to mix them up, and if I can, say I've got 4 people, I'll say I'd like each of you to take a card for me. Each of you take a card, and then what I'll do is I'll say, okay, which one of you is going to be the decision maker? So let's say it's the second guy on the left. So I go, okay, I want you to place your card on the table. We're going to come back to that at the end. Now I'll do a mind reading thing on the other 3 people, reminding them all the way through that they cut the cards. I've got no idea where these cards have come from or what they could be. You've got 3 destinations there. So I can see, okay, so you've got, let's say you've got New York. So the first person I go, okay, I'm looking at you. Okay, I can see a bit of romance here. I can see something blossoming here, a very beautiful city, a very old city, a hundreds of years old city. So this is, I think you might have Paris. Is that correct? I got Paris. Okay, you've got a card over here, and I'm seeing again. I'm seeing a lot of history here, but it's not really about the city. It's about a monument in the. It's a monument, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and then over here, London, and then finally I do the last one, and I go, that's amazing. I'm not picking up. I think you've been drawn to one very special one. In fact, I have a little prediction. Could you tell everyone which one you chose? They go New York, and as they're saying it, I spread the cards. And what's nice there is, as I spread the cards, they're all looking at that person. They don't see the spread. So I say, you're thinking, oh, you've got New York. That's amazing. I made a prediction. If you'd like to look down at the cards and they see the Statue of Liberty, really nice reaction from it. Very, very strong. It's just a beautiful. And of course, I've got all the gags that go with it as well. So if they choose Paris, I go, I'm seeing a city of love. I'm seeing a tower. Is it Blackpool? No, and it just gets. You can add any of those kind of gags or place gags, etc. that you want to.
And the other nice thing as well, because this is obviously not a standard deck of cards, it's a souvenir deck of cards. This once again is one of those break up middle pieces. So if you needed to switch a red deck for another red deck, this is, oh, let me show you this, because I picked these up in a souvenir shop, and we're going to show you a card trick. It's a card trick that's not really a card trick, because it's about destinations, not about the cards.
And then you can, and then you switch the deck when you go in the shop.
But yeah, that's a lovely thing. They're back in stock now. That's called Spread, and we have actually.
Is there both versions?
We've got both versions, and we've got a bundle deal. If people want to pick up both, they save a tenner.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the other version is movies, and it reveals Pennywise.
Yeah.
From It. It reveals
the Joker.
Joker from the Whacking Phoenix Joker. Him in kind of like in profile, and then you've got a great one from Titanic.
Yep.
Which is the scene where they're top of the world on top of the. When you spread it, it's not like the movie poster. It's like Jack and Rose on the front of the ship, which is beautiful and completely floors them because it so looks like a picture. They forget it's a deck of cards.
Yeah.
But my favourite is Jaws.
Yeah, 100%. It's so iconic.
It's so iconic. You spread those cards and you go, you're thinking of Jaws. I'm seeing danger. I'm seeing in the water. boom, do it, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So regardless of who you're performing to, you can make either of those work for everybody. They're great.
Yeah. So,
Highest recommendation.
Wayne, that brings us to the end of this week's live, and I want to thank.
Started.
Yeah, I know. I want to thank David for throwing in those questions. It's made, I think, the hour a lot more interesting, and really have fun on Friday, David. And good luck. If you need any advice or help, just give us a call in the shop. We're always happy to help you out. But yeah, good luck with it. Just go and have fun and enjoy it, and let us know how you got on.
That is the core bit, isn't it? Have fun.
Yeah, if
It's
you
fun.
have fun, they're going to have fun. You know, that's what it's down to.
Can I add one more thing as well? I don't want
Yes.
to put it down on it. I think this is important to say. Things are going to go wrong on the night. You're going to make mistakes. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I've never done a gig in my 40 years. I've never done a gig where something hasn't gone wrong. Yeah. And it's not about it going wrong. It's about how you deal with it. If something goes wrong, carry on. If you can't carry on,
Yeah.
go, you know what? I think I've got a better trick that I can show you. Pick it up. They might laugh for a second and then do something else. Don't
Yeah.
panic. Don't hate yourself for it. Don't blame yourself for it. Things are going to go wrong. Roll with it. Keep going. And it's always about the next trick.
Yeah, I was actually, we were discussing this the other day, on Saturday actually, about this. We had a few magicians in the shops. We had our open day on Saturday, and it does happen. You know, someone puts the card in and you lose your break or whatever. You don't know what that card is. But remember, they don't know you don't know. So
Yeah.
now you can go, actually, let me show you this. This is fantastic. We'll get back to that. And then deal with that another way. Or, you know, have an invisible deck or something else. But by the time you're on to your next trick, they'll forget about that one anyway. It's not a major point. Now, usually, if that was to happen and I lost the thingy, I'd go, actually, sorry, you need to sign your card. What was it? Okay, do us a favour, sign it, and now I'll go into an ambitious or whatever.
Or even if, you know, oh, you didn't sign the card. You didn't sign, did you? Damn it. Okay, pick another one. Just take another one. We'll start this again. Take another card. Boom. Write your name on it now. This time you got your name on it. Now we can carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always a way out of it, and there's always a way to make it work.
Yeah.
But yeah, just enjoy it and just go for it. Yeah, very true, Joshua. Very, very true. And
Right.
please come back to us in 2 weeks and tell us how you got on, because
Yeah.
it'll be really. I'm sure other people will be interested to know as well how it went, and yeah, if you've got any pictures, send them over. We'll have a look at them.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be fantastic. Well, good luck. And guys, thank you so much for joining us on our weekly live. We're not here next Tuesday. We will be back the following Tuesday. And yeah, I don't think there's any academies or anything this week. When we're back, we should have a new product being launched as well. We're actually taking 3 new products with us to Magic Live. One of them will be launched when we're back, or we may even launch it while we're at Magic Live. We might do a live launch from Vegas. Who knows? We'll see.
Jamie Dawes has just messaged me and said, if you look in your Facebook chat, the performance of Taylor is there. I don't know if we can. I'm sorry, Jamie, I didn't see that message until just now when
Let
I
me have a
liked it.
look, because if I can download it quickly, we'll drop it now.
I'll also say as well, if anyone's in London later on, I'm going to be on Liverpool Street if anyone wants to come down for a drink and do a bit of magic. Come and say hello.
Nice.
Yeah, just drop me a message on Facebook. I'll tell you where I am. Yeah, I'm in Liverpool Street this evening, so if anybody wants to come down, see some magic or whatever. I'm not working, I'm just down there having a night out.
Okay, we'll take a quick look at this and then we'll come back and say our goodbyes.
Perfect.
So, Taylor, take hold of the cards, give them a shuffle. This is going to blow your mind. And it's not me, it's technology.
Okay.
And I've got no idea how this works.
Is that okay?
Okay. So take out any card you like. I'm not going to look. Tell me when you got one.
Yep.
Yep. And do me a favour, pop your card back. Like that. So I'm not going to do any sort of magic stuff to this at all. But you've got one card. You did look at it.
Yep.
You know what the card is.
Yep.
Okay, one thing I didn't show you, I will show you. The cards are all different. Yep. Okay. Give the cards a shuffle, but remember how many times you shuffle them.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to show you this app, which is here. It's called a Magic app, mind reading app, just there, yeah? So if I click on that, there's a question. How many times did your spectator shuffle the deck?
8 times.
8 times. So if we push that, and we will push 8. Okay, everything fair?
Yep.
Now this is crazy. Now remember, you chose any card, you put it back, you shuffled it. This is going to work out where your card...
No.
Hang on one sec, let's do this. Just keep rolling, Jamie, that's fine. Hello, mate? Hello?
Oh, hi, got delivery for you.
Oh, perfect. Who's it addressed to?
I'm not sure, it's got no name on it.
Can you do us a favour? Can you show me what it is?
Yeah, sure. It's just that.
Oh, the 2 of clubs. Was that yours?
That's so good.
Oh, that's her card. Can you put it through the letterbox?
That's really weird.
Yeah, no problem.
Brilliant. Top man. Okay, you have a good day.
How have you done that?
Cheers, mate. That's cool, isn't it?
No, 'cause that's
So
really
your
weird.
card's got to be at home when you get there.
That's a really weird one. It's very good.
It's Amazon, isn't it? They're so quick nowadays.
That's so weird.
You know what? I've got the same delivery bloke.
Yeah, yeah, he gets about, he does.
We should say that the guy who created that Gaz, such a great trick.
Yeah.
I was very lucky. He gave it to me to play with before it came out, and I absolutely love it. And it's such a great trick. Yeah, just amazing. Well done, Gaz. Definitely go and check it out. If you iPhone or smartphone, is it available on Android?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah, both
So
Android and iOS.
You will not regret it, and it's one of those ones that's on you all the time. I do a no card version. So I've got one card in my pocket. I've got one playing card, and I get them to name the card, and I go, and then I say, I've got to think about why I'm doing the shuffling. I have to rethink about that because I just do it normally. But I say I've got a card in my pocket, and I go, I haven't got a card in my pocket. It's not there. I must have left it in my other jeans. And then the phone starts ringing, and it pops up. Yeah, it's great. Such a great trick. Such a clever trick. And so simple. And there's no work at all on your part. No work at all.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Right, okie dokes. Danny Ragg said it's even weirder when the magician performing it gets a delivery from himself. So,
But Gary said to me that he couldn't do it because he's on it.
yeah,
And I said to him, what you should do is you should say, oh, people always ask me, they go, I know you from somewhere. And I go, I've just got one of those faces. Everyone thinks I look like everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So you might be in Tesco's and the guy's stuck in the shelf. You go, say, excuse me, where's the milk? Oh, you gave me the magician, you know. And then when it comes, I go, look, I told you, everyone looks like me, the delivery driver.
yeah. Yeah, well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Wayne. Wayne, enjoy yourself in London today. And
Looking forward to it. Cocktails.
Nice. Don't get too drunk.
No promises there.
So, guys, thank you for joining us. If you're going to Magic Live, come over and say hello. Me and Harry will be on the stand showing you some of our new bits and some of our classics as well. So, yeah, we will see you on the Alakazam Live in 2 weeks' time.
Have a safe journey. Enjoy Magic Live and see you all soon. Bye for
Thank
now.
you very much.
Hello, you amazing human beings. Mark Spellman here to tell you about something I'm so excited about for 2026, and that is the inaugural Alakazam Magic convention in Ashford. Half an hour from London and a short journey from most European countries. Come and join us at what will be an incredible day. For all of you that already know about Alakazam, what I'm going to say will be no surprise, but for those of you that haven't had a chance to meet the team in person, it is like a family. This is going to be an intimate gathering. Tickets are limited, but it is going to be the most incredible day. I will be lecturing, and I don't lecture half as much as I used to, and it's all new material and some things that I've kind of held on to for a while that I've not even done in previous lectures, that I'm kind of ready to let go, ready to let them fly and for you to enjoy them. But equally, I'll be performing my one-man show in the gala show, which has never been seen before. It's completely new, completely different. It's the stuff that I do for real corporate clients and also private events as well. So get your tickets. It's an amazing venue. I've seen the venue itself. It is super modern, super contemporary, hotel nearby. Come over and stay the night before. We're going to have jam sessions, brainstorming sessions, a few drinks maybe. We'll see how it goes. But ultimately, we're going to have the best time. Tickets are limited. Get them now so that you can say, I was there. The first one, I was there. Get your tickets now. See you soon.